Hi, my name is Ariana Alvarado, and this speech was presented by Robert F. Kennedy, The Death of Martin Luther King, presented in the year of 1968. I have some very sad news for all of you, and I think sad news for our fellow citizens and people who love peace all over the world. That is that Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis, Tennessee. Martin Luther King dedicated his life to love and to justice between fellow human beings. He died in the cause of that effort. In this difficult day, in this difficult time for the United States, it's perhaps well to ask what kind of a nation we are and what direction we want to move in. For those of you who are Black, concerning the evidence evidently is that there were white people who were responsible for this. You can be filled with bitterness and with hatred and a desire for revenge. We can move in that direction as a country, in greater polarization, Black people against Blacks and white amongst whites, filled with hatred toward one another, or we can make an effort, as Martin Luther King did, to understand and to comprehend and replace that violence, that stain of bloodshed that has spread across our land, with an effort to understand, compassion, and love. For those of you who are Black and are tempted to fill with hatred and mistrust of justice act against all white people, I would only say that I can feel in my own heart that same kind of feeling. I had a member of my family killed, but he was killed by a white man. But we have to make an effort in the United States. We have to make an effort to understand, to get behind or go beyond these rather difficult times. My favorite poet once wrote, "Even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget, falls drop by drop upon the heart until in our own despair. Against our will comes wisdom, through the awful grace of God." What we need in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence and lawlessness, but love and wisdom and compassion toward one another, and the feeling of justice toward those who still suffer within our country, whether they be white or whether they be Black. In this speech, Robert F. Kennedy is saying that the nation still follow Martin Luther King's way of life through peace, love, and compassion. Martin Luther King was African-American Baptist minister. He was loved by many and still is missed to this day. In this speech, Robert F. Kennedy is saying that the nation should still follow Martin Luther King's way of life through love, peace, and compassion, even which he was killed. Martin Luther King wanted equality, not only for Blacks but for all. He wanted to spread kindness through that. He was shot at the age of 39 and killed. This speech was to show Martin Luther King is compassionate, and he just wanted to have equality for all and show that love and kindness can still exist even though Martin Luther King was killed. He was the leader of the Civil Rights Act, and he fought for equality between Blacks, and not only for Blacks, he wanted equality for all. Martin Luther King was a very wise man, and he also gave the speech for "I Have a Dream." He gave hope for all Black people and wanted equality for them, not only for them but for everybody else. He wanted to show that there could still be love and compassion, and everybody can change their ways, and everybody can learn to be different, and everybody can learn to be kind and show love to one another, no matter the color of their skin. He wanted to show that they can have compassion and love and teach one another everything, and show that the world can be different from this moment on. And in this speech, Robert F. Kennedy is showing that the nation still should follow it and not have hatred because a white man killed Martin Luther King. They want to show that you kill them with kindness. Show that kindness, and this won't stop them from fighting for the equality that they want to have today. Thank you for listening.